Hi, my name's Tracy and I'm from Just Figures, and this is a tutorial on adding a sales invoice into Saasu accounting. Okay, so the first thing you'd be to do would be to go into Saasu. Once you're entered into Saasu, this is your dashboard, the first thing you'll see once you're in, and here is your menu bar. So to add a sales invoice, you click Sales, and this will bring you to your sales page. Now to add, we just click Add here with a little plus. Okay, so the first thing it's going to ask us is the type. So we can select this box. Tax invoice will come up automatically, but maybe you wanted to do a quote before you actually invoice, so you can select quote, but we'll keep it a tax invoice today. Contact is the customer that you're going to be invoicing, so you just select here. A drop down menu will come up with all your customers, so select that one. Ship to, if it was going to be a different ship to address, we'd select it here. Date would come up always as today's date, but we can change it here in this little calendar. Invoice number, now that's automatically created from Saasu from the previous number that you used, and it will just keep automatically adding those on for you. Purchase order number is from what your customer has supplied you. Maybe it's their purchase order number or their job number or a reference number. You can add it in here and that will show on their invoice for them. A summary is basically a summary of what this invoice is about. Could be a job address or maybe a referral or something like that. You can just enter it here. The next is the terms of the invoice. Now this will come up automatically. If you've entered into contacts, you'll set up their trading terms. So if you've done that, this will come up automatically. Or you can change it. Maybe there's something different about this invoice and you can change it here as well. Now layout. You've got two choices when it comes to layout. You've got the service invoice, which is shown here, or you've got an item invoice. So first for service, you would just put in description of the service that you provided. You can type as many lines down here, and then you'd select the account, the income account, because we are adding an invoice, so naturally you're going to your income. So then we could just select here what income account it's going to go to. Tags are useful if you want to track sales or maybe referrals. You can add a tag and just continually tag it to that tag, and tax code will come up automatically. You can change it if it happens to be different. Just select it down here. And the amount of the invoice, which naturally is the amount that the customer has to pay. So we'll enter it in here. Now if you want to add more lines, you just add the little plus one here. Okay, so that's a service. Now if you want to do item, we can just click on the item button. Now item, the first thing it's going to ask you is how many items naturally. Okay, so the quantity would be, say, maybe 2. And the item would be from our items list that we've already set up in Saasu. And to see these, we just click the little button. And can we go and select the item that we're choosing. We can tag it. The tax code will come up automatically from when you've entered your items in. And the unit price will always drag into from what you've entered in. But we can change it, override it over here. We can also give them a discount if they've been good, or maybe it's on special. We can put a discount in here. So this amount has added the quantity by the price naturally, gives you a total. Now this total includes tax. It says it here. But if we didn't want it to include tax, we could just uncheck that box and automatically calculates it. Do it again. Okay, so basically that's it. We've created an invoice. Now we've just got to save it. But before we save it, if maybe you've got a good customer and she's paid you on the day and you've collected the payment from her, we can automatically assign that payment directly today. So just click here, the date she paid it, date cleared will be the check date cleared, and here the bank where it went into. Now, if it's a check, I would like to normally put it into undeposited checks because I actually haven't physically banked it yet. So, and then I'll probably bank a bunch of checks together. And once I've done that, I'll just transfer it. So I'll put it into here, or you can just put it straight into your bank account. Reference number could be the check number or ATM number or ETF number, anything like that, anything that was going to remind you of what your sale payment was, and so you can refer back to the invoice. And the amount, Saasu thinks that always every customer is going to pay the full amount, but just in case maybe she just paid a deposit or a part payment, we can change it to, so maybe she just paid $60. Now that will leave a balance of $60 because she's paid $60. Okay, so then we'll just got options here. We can save, or save and add another, or save and close and cancel. So we'll just save it for now. Now once I've saved that, I want my customer to get a copy of it. So all we do now is just go back up to the top and we email it to them. Now this is all set up in Saasu when you first initially set up, so it'll always pop up for you. You can preview before you send it just to check maybe looks great. Preview, everything's okay. Great. And then we'll just hit send and Saasu will send it to them. There's also a lot more we can do down here. We can add activities, markers done, attachments. If you want to add an attachment to an invoice, we could add it here. We can do more. We can save an email, save and create a purchase. If we had to actually buy some of the items that we've actually invoiced, we could go straight and purchase them. So there's a lot of things that we could do. But maybe that should be on a different tutorial. Okay, that's about it. Hope I taught you something today and you enjoyed it.